Yeah. This is a very sensitive subject. And a lot of women are going to get pissed off over this. I'm a bad pop. Good pop's clothing. Pin puller martyr brides. You know the ones that you walk down the aisle and say I do, and then they blow the fuck up. Edit that out. Ballpark hot dog. Plump when you cook them. We're going to be covering some symptoms of how to detect this so you don't have to take that long, short walk down the aisle. Now, I'm not saying a roomy woman isn't fun once in a while. Get all the fun and half the calories because the wave rides you in. Everyone likes to drive an SUV, especially over some rough terrain, but it's bad on gas mileage, you know what I mean. Am I really being mean? Yeah. Not really. So suck it up and kiss my ass. Oh, dude, they're prepping my walk through in hell right now. They're just prepping me, I know it. With that being said, let us begin. Yeah, oh, you're fat. Yeah! Don't bite the dick that fucks you, honey. Get a big dick. First, you have to look to the mother because you can expect to pretty much see a carbon copy. They learn the same nasty habits and they share the same genetic code. How funny is that? Look to see if the mother is suffering from Tyrannosaurus REXITIS, Peritis, or severe case of road cones or saddlebagitis. That's so nasty. Fat bitch, barely fit in the trunk. Maybe she had peritis. Yeah. She's got a turkey neck going on, you know. Starts at the chin, goes down here. Are you keeping a fish in there for a snack for later? If you see hot dogs on the back of the neck, hot dog neck. Both are symptoms of exploding bride-itis. Plump when you cook them. Look for cankles, yankles, or shankles. Michelin man. Well, we all know what cankles are. Shankles are where there is no knee and it's just one big shank of meat. You know who you are. Yankles are no elbow or wrist. It's just one big tube of gelatinous fat. Watching these ladies dance is just hours of entertainment. But word to the wise, don't you dare eat first. Wait, did you hear that? I can hear you getting fatter. That's awesome. All right, listen, if they're packing themselves into a size 8 jeans and they're really a size 12, that's just a precursor to the explosion. You want some special frosting and turn that muffin into a cupcake? Winning! If they've lost like 100 pounds or more, if you're in the shower and you gotta lift up your skin folds and the remote control and some old chicken bones fall out, that's one hell of a flying squirrel suit or Sharpay coat, if you know what I mean. Donate that to a burn victim. I'm just saying. And right behind flying squirrel suit is flappers. Oh. That's where they hold their arm up and the skin hangs down and they flap below. Hold up those wings in a high wind and you're going right to Oz, Dorothy. If they gained a lot of weight and lost a lot of weight, there's going to be stretch marks. And a lot of times, you can guess their age by these tree rings too. Don't hate the player, hate the game. If only I could take a chainsaw to them. Now you can do a lot of exercise. You can wrap your waist and you can go on all kinds of crazy fad diets and you can lose a lot of weight. But a lot of times, you can't really do anything to unplumpify your fingers. Bummer. Shrinkers or saggers. You want to get some good dials and pegs and not some old beagle ears or something that's pointing at the floor. I'm just saying. Either way, it's not good when you put a bunch of old shoe leather in your mouth. They're beagle ears, not Snoopy ears. The Snoopy ears is a whole different phenomenon. If they're under 30 and they have some tree rings on the shrinkers, they're going to blow up like a helium balloon. My ex was diabetic and I knew what I was getting into. I'm sorry if you're diabetic and you're offended, but looking back on it, I'm kind of lucky I dodged a bullet on this because diabetics, 1, they don't end well, and 2, they almost always blow up. Diabetes, yeah, we'll find out. And you know those women that have the big bumper around the slot B, you know, hips and lips kind of chicks? You can get a lot of entertainment out of that, you know? Put an origami boat on it. Ride the wave in, you know what I mean? The nothing thigh gap. You know, you got thunder, you got lightning, and nothing in between. We call that the clam cooker. Because when you break that clam, be prepared for the stink of seafood. Bring an EpiPen. Those are just razor bumps, yeah. Of course they are, understand. Winning, no. Some fungi growing in that. You look to the mother and she tells you,
oh, I just never lost my baby weight.
Okay, you're 40 some odd years old. It's not baby weight, she's just fat. Maybe you should have sprayed some air freshener when you left some of that Baby weight in the toilet, you nasty cackaholic. She's always on a diet. You go out to eat and she has like 2 peas and a cracker with some ice water. Whipped cream on your pie. Hair pie.
Put some on your head.
Yeah! She may or may not maintain that discipline once you're walking down the aisle. I'm betting on not. They're taking a bunch of diet pills all the time. They're taking pills to boost their metabolism, to burn fat, processed sugar, whatever. They're basically speed. So you know what? Ride the wave while they're hyper. All right. But leave the house when they crash. And I've run into this a few times. The fad dieters. You know, the all-protein diet, grapefruit diet, cabbage diet. It's all fad diets. Sure, they'll lose a lot of weight, but they can't maintain it. I think the word fad says it all. They're temporary and usually stupid. You get the blanket off the hog and you realize in her 20s that there's a lot of cellulite going on. It's gonna go off the hook. Just wait till she's 30 and then 40, and then before you know it, you're gonna run out of time because she'll be warping time though she's so dense. This is heavy. Yeah, it is. Ben's light in time. They get out of high school and they're 120 pounds, and within a year they're 150 some odd pounds. Guess what she's doing? She's broadcasting to the world.
I'm gonna get fat as hell.
The freshman 15, not a myth, seen it. But the freshman 30, that's a scary story you tell boys around a campfire. The universe works like this. You get a hint, and then you get a warning, and if you ignore those 2 things, then you get the hammer. Take the hint. Bummer. When they try to use your own pride against you, again, this goes along with the manipulation and the shaming, and they'll try to tell you that looks don't matter. You could not be more full of shit if you were just scarfing it out of the bowl, baby. So I walk up and say, hey, I'm a dishwasher and I make $7 an hour and I don't have a house or a car. Would you date me? Hell no, you wouldn't. The only thing worse than being a shallow bitch is to pretend not to be. They use optical illusions to try to hide what's going on in that downstairs mix-up. You wear the tight shirt to show off the dials and pegs, but sooner or later, the curtain's gonna come back and we're gonna see all the dials and pulleys, and we're gonna go home with the rest of the crowd. I can hear you getting fatter. That's awesome. Listen, dudes, get up to speed. Read some of those magazines that talk about how they do this and get wise. Get all the fun and half the calories because the wave rides you in. And look, hey ladies, if you're getting upset with how I'm speaking, I'm sorry. It's a whole new year. You can send your hate mail to my ass, email at the bottom, and guess what? It's a normal sized ass. Globulous fat. This is one of the more scathing episodes I've done, so I'm expecting some spicy comments in my downstairs mix-up. And while you're at it, hit the subscribe button. And if you do, I'll give you some frosting for your muffin top. Winning! That was a total drunk moment when I came up with that. How big was that baby wrecker that wrecked you? I don't know. You meet yourself going in. Warn yourself before you go in, and it never would have happened. If you're walking around with a hat size of 7.5 or bigger, guess what? You're a mama wrecker. I have a friend of mine, I won't say his name, but his son, big head. And I called him out. I'm like, dude, your kid's a mama wrecker. And he was kind of upset, but he laughed. I love you, man. I won't say your name, but you know who you are. That one actually came out pretty good.